Well, hey, and happy Thursday to all of my parents. How are you all doing this morning? I am here and ready to go. You see the title, it says Confident Parenting. Confident Parenting. We got to talk about this, especially when it comes to a resetting in your parenting journey. Sometimes things get difficult. Sometimes we feel like as parents, we've lost our way. We don't know what to do. And sometimes we just need a reset. We need to start over, right? And so this piece that we're going to talk about today, confident parenting, is super, super important because sometimes it's the lack of confidence that causes us to go astray, right? So, we're going to talk about how you go from insecurity to confidence in parenting. Go ahead and make sure you share now with another parent, especially if you know you got a parent that's kind of struggling in the moment. Go ahead and share with them, okay? So, we're talking about going from insecurity to confidence in parenting. I know myself, when my kids were really small, I was nervous. I'm saying, I don't want to mess this up. I mean, we all know a parent or two, unfortunately, that have just completely screwed up their child's life. And I just didn't want to be that parent, right? And so I would just be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? What I'm going to do? Because we all know that these kids do not come with instruction manuals. All you need is one and two to come together. One of them push out the kid. You got a kid, you got to figure out what to do with them, right? So I would wonder that. But I found my confidence in parenting, and I'm going to help you do that as well. Okay. So this is the thing. Let's go with the definition of confidence. It's a feeling of self-assurance that comes from appreciating your own abilities or qualities. I'll read it again. Confidence is a feeling of assurance that comes from appreciating your own abilities and your own qualities. You need this in parenting. All right. So, like I said, I had to cross over. I had to admit that I was insecure, first of all. You know, a lot of times parents um, don't want to be vulnerable and say, I don't know, or I'm afraid as a parent, or I feel insecure. Sometimes I wonder if my kids are okay. Am I making the right decisions? Or maybe I'm not able to give them everything I want to give them. What is going to happen after that, right? You first got to admit that you're actually feeling insecure as a parent. It's okay. It's okay, right? And then from that point, we can move from confidence. So the first really important thing to get you to moving from insecurity to confidence is simply self-awareness. And that word means exactly what it sounds like, self-awareness, knowing who you are, knowing what you need, knowing what your beliefs are. What do you need in order to get your needs met so that you can be the most effective parent, right? Because we've all heard the term, you can't pour from an empty cup, right? If you're not taking care of yourself as a parent in all areas, you won't parent effectively, right? And you won't have the confidence that you need in order to be your best self as a parent. So I want you to make sure that you are focusing on you. What do you need as a parent to be successful, just as a person? Before we start talking about you as a mom, or as a dad, or so we got some stand-in parents, right? Some grandma, some aunties, some cousins, an older sibling. Before you can even think about being a great parent, what do you need personally? You as a human to be able to thrive and not just survive, right? So I'm going to be talking about that over the next couple of days, the different areas, because you want to be as whole as you possibly can on your parenting journey. And it's an ongoing work. You have to evaluate yourself on a regular basis. You have to check in with yourself. Where am I at? How am I doing? Am I stable? What do I need? Right? Because life happens, things go this way or that way. And so sometimes we have this great plan and we're sticking to it really good. Then something happens and then we're off our square. Or life changes and we just simply need to adjust our plan. But you always want to be conscious. You want to be self aware as a parent as to who you are and what you need. And then it'll translate into your parenting. I guarantee you, you will be a better parent when you are taking care of yourself. So one area we can start with is just the physical. And I know some of this sounds like, oh, I already know that. But the thing is, we know a lot, but sometimes we just don't do. Okay. So the first thing is the physical. What are you going to do with your physical? Okay. I'm sorry, I was looking at something else. What you do to your body affects every other area of your life. And I know that to be the truth. What you do to your body affects every other area of your life: your mental, your emotional, your relational, your spiritual, financial. If you don't take care of your body, it's a fallout in everything else after a period of time. When your body is not operating at full capacity, you feel it in every other area of your life, including your parenting. So you want to not ignore the physical part of you. And I know we're in the space of everybody's physically fit and everybody's going to the gym, but there's so much more to it than that. Yes, we want to exercise. Yes, we want to eat right. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep is something that sometimes parents see as a luxury, especially when the babies are smaller in those toddler years and those really younger years. Sometimes we feel like sleep is a luxury, like we don't deserve to get sleep, or how are we going to get sleep? But I mean, studies have shown if you're not getting adequate sleep, that your body needs, you won't be sharp physically, you won't be sharp mentally, your emotions will be all over the place. So you want to actually make it a priority to go to sleep. And I know we have these busy lives. We do. We have these busy lives. We have a lot we have to get done: our personal schedules, the schedule of our kids, if we have a significant other, if we have a parent that we're caring for. So many different things are happening, right? But you cannot negate sleep. You have to get enough sleep. And sometimes we feel like we don't have enough time, but then sometimes we really do. So I know for myself, I was in a really, 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 really busy season in my life not too long ago, a couple years ago. And so what I had to do was I had to set alarms in my phone to tell me to go to sleep. I know that may sound bad, but listen, if I didn't, I was going to keep working and I was going to keep going and the night was going to keep moving. And I'm in a space now, I literally can stay up all through the night with no problem because I have that much to do. And we'll be up working. I'm not talking about on TV. I'm talking about you up working, but I start setting alarms in my phone. Go to sleep. That's what the alarm would say. Go to sleep. And so I would. So it was around about 10:30 at night. That was my shut off. Like, you have to go to sleep. But before that, I had alarms that would say start winding down. So that means what? Get off social media. Turn that TV off. Maybe put on some soft music. Just sit still for a couple of minutes. Just sit on the couch and look at the wall. Start winding down from that busy day that you were in. And like I said, then, taking your shower, doing all things you need to do. And then this alarm comes, go to sleep. Okay. So sleep is super, super important. Parents, okay? It's not a luxury, it's a requirement. It is mandatory that you get enough sleep. Super, super important. Let's talk about your body. And I'm going to give this one and then we can pick it up another time. But just another instance of how you got to take care of your body so that you can be yourself. I'm sorry, your best self is doctor's appointments. Oh my God. We'll take our babies to their doctor's appointments when they first get here, like clockwork. The doctor say, bring them back in 6 weeks, bring them back in 2 months. We own it, we own it, we own it. But are we keeping our own appointments? Though there are basics that you need to do every year. We're required here in this country to have insurance, right? So you can go to the doctor. You want to take care of things. I'm a big proponent of being proactive instead of being reactive when it comes to our health. Deal with things ahead of time. If you can, try to catch things early. Don't wait until your body breaks all the way down. Whatever part of your body breaks all the way down. You just parenting, 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 running the kids around, taking care of the kids, doing. And you feel that ache, or you're starting to feel a little run down, so you need to just rest for the night. But no, you feel like you got to get that laundry done. You got to take care of this. You got to go do that. And then you find yourself with a cold or a virus or something, and now you're forced to be stuck in the bed for 3 days when all you had to do was just take that evening. Listen to your body, take that evening and just rest and recoup. Y'all see what I'm saying? So back to the doctor's appointments, a lot of times we won't keep the basics. And I know this sounds like something everybody should know, but I'm telling you, all parents are not doing this. You take care of the kid, make sure the kid have the hair appointments, the doctor's appointments, all these different things, these checkups, but you're not taking care of yourself. Parents, you need your yearly stuff done. I don't care if you're in your 20s, in your 30s. Once upon a time, they didn't start taking certain tests until you were much older. Now, with the way that we live, people are dropping dead all the time in their 20s. They're teens sometimes, 20s, 30s, 40s, heart attacks, different diseases. So you don't want to say, "Oh, I'm young. I don't need to worry about it." Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need your yearly checkup where they're taking blood work, doing all your vitals, trying to get things checked out ahead of time. You want to be aware of your family history as much as possible. That may not be possible for some, but if you can, ask the questions. What runs in my family? What deals with our health the most, right? You want to know what that is. But getting your yearly checkup for your physical, your body overall, going to the dentist at least every 6 months, getting your eyes checked at least once a year. If you have to go to specialty doctors, if you're dealing with some type of diagnosis in your body, don't ignore those visits. If they tell you to come back once a year, come back. If they tell you every 2 years or every 3 months or every 6 months, parents, do not ignore that stuff. I know that you love your child. I know you want the best for your child. Don't you want to be a great person that feels good and presents well as much as possible in your human strength as a parent? You want to be there for your child. But if you're not taking care of you, we're still talking about self awareness. That's that first part of being a confident parent. Who are you? What do you need in order to be your best self just as a person? So I'm going to stop right there. That sounded like I was fussing y'all. I hope I wasn't fussing. I'm just super passionate about us making sure that we are proactive when it comes to our health and not reactive. So anyhow, self-awareness. That's the first thing that's going to help you become a confident parent. If you need more help with this, you see my website at the bottom, trynowconsulting.org. Set up a free call. It's a free 30-minute call that will bless your whole life. I'm telling you. Be able to give you some more strategies. And then if we need to go further, even after that, we can set up some more time to be able to talk and interact. If you need that reset in parenting, do not feel bad about that. We all come to that place at some point in our parenting, right? Where you just feel like I've come to the end of myself. I don't really know what to do. I need a little help. It's okay. Admit it, be okay with it, and then get the help that you need. All right. And so y'all know I always post the positive affirmations about my family as well. I still say those over my family, and I've been giving them to you, and you all have been giving me the feedback how much it blesses you. You say those positive affirmations over your family. So as I'm doing these lives, I want us to be able to say them together. So if you, I posted them the other day, I think you can go back and find the list, save the picture in your phone and go over them. But we're going to decree that our families are well as we are working to get a reset as parents and be our best selves. We want to speak life. Our family is well. So y'all ready? Here we go. My family is well. Our bodies are well. Our minds are well. Our hearts are well. And our souls are well. My family is well. Our relationships are well. Our communication is well. Our finances and our resources are well. My family is well. Our love is well. Our intimacy is well. My family is well. That's our confession for our families every single day. You see it until you say it if you haven't seen it. And if you already have that, you say it so you can maintain it. All right. I love you, parents, so, so, so much. I'll be back here tomorrow and we're going to talk more about what we need to do to be confident parents. All right. Y'all take care.